Good morning, students. I hope you are practicing your first chapter, non-profit organizations. Well, in the previous two videos, I have explained all the rule regulations and the contents, concepts related to this chapter. As you know, we have discussed about the receipt and payment account. I have told you about the income and expenditure, how to calculate the subscription which we have to show in the income and expenditure account. And I have told you how to calculate material consumed. All these points we have discussed, and we have discussed the fund accounting also, right? So almost everything, all the concepts we have discussed. So today I am going to take one consolidate question where you will get how to do the complete question. And verbally I have explained when the previous year's balance sheet is not given, then how to prepare, means we have to calculate the opening fund, right? So I have chosen one illustration for you. So it is having all the contents and you will understand in a better way. This is your illustration number 28. As usual, students, you know about your subject. I have to explain the statement and you have to understand it, only then we can pursue that, right? So this is telling from the following receipt and payment account of Friends Club for the year ended 31st March 2020. Remember the date, when is it, the year is ending 31st March 2020, right? This is the year end. Prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2020, okay? And balance sheet as at that date. So this is given, okay? You have a balance sheet given in the question, okay? I'm sorry, the contents of the balance sheet are there and we have to find out. Receipt and payment is given in the question, okay? So what we have to prepare, with the help of receipt and payment and a few contents are given, we have to prepare income and expenditure account and balance sheet of the current year we have to prepare. Well, if you have, definitely you have your books, so please open your book, illustration number 28, only then you will understand, right? Here I will be reading it for you, but you can understand when the book will be with you. So take out your book, take out illustration number 28, okay, and go through the points which I am telling you. You can pause the video here, first go through the question yourself, then listen to me, right? Only then you can understand it. So I hope you have paused the video and you have gone through the question. So I am telling you, in the receipt side you have the balance of the cash is the entrance fee, subscription, general donation, legacy donation, interest, and then they have calculated, that's surplus from cultural program. And in the payment side we have the rent and taxes, salary, electricity charges, general expenses, books, office expenses, investment, and balance of the cash and at bank, balance at bank is given, fine. So here they have completed receipt and payment. Now we don't have any balance sheet, we don't have the balance sheet of previous year. So we have to prepare first previous year's balance sheet, and we call it memorandum balance sheet also. So I'm just preparing it at one side. This is your memorandum balance sheet. This we prepare at the end of the year, 31st March 2019. So for our purpose we are preparing, so I can say prepared on 1st April 2019, the first day of my current year, right? Because on 31st March they have already prepared, but they didn't mention, that's different thing. So here the additional information, in the beginning of the year the club had books of rupees 3 lakh and furniture of rupees 58,000. Students pay attention, in the beginning of the year the club had books, that means in the starting of this year I have the books. Starting of the year means it is coming from the previous year's balance sheet, which is not given. So I am preparing. So books are there, so books comes in the asset side, books are your assets. So here this is, I can say books are of 3 lakh rupees, fine. Next is given furniture, furniture is of 58,000. बाद में कर लेना. Next, it's in the second point, it's given subscription in arrears on 1st April 2019. That was 6,000 and 7,000 on 31st March 2020. So subscription in error, subscription is outstanding. We have discussed in detail about the subscription. Well, when this is outstanding at the end of this current year, we add that relates to the current year. And if we have the subscription of the previous year, right, so we just subtract from this. But here we have to deal with the balance sheet, how to show this subscription in the balance sheet. So subscription in error on 1st April 2019. Yani this belongs to the previous year and this is 6,000. Student, subscription is your income or expenditure? That should be very clear. So subscription is your income, and if you have an income, and we are preparing of the last year, and here the subscription is outstanding, so we have to show in asset side, okay? So I can show outstanding subscription, that's given 6,000, fine. Now we have subscription outstanding of the current year, that we will do later on when I will prepare the balance sheet of the current year. Next we have 18,000 rupees was due by way of rent in the beginning as well as at the end of the year, right? In the starting of this year, means 1st April 2019, there was rent outstanding, and at the end of the year, that means 31st March 2020, also rent is outstanding with the same amount. So if I talk about this one, so here the rent is outstanding, and remember students, it was subscription outstanding, but this was income, so I have written in the asset side. Now I have rent outstanding, that's my expenses, so I'll show here outstanding rent 18,000. All right, I have shown it. Next item we have write off rupees 5,000 from furniture, books, so and so. So that's depreciation of the current year, we'll see later on. Well, no other item is given, but if you have gone through the receipt and payment account, students, so you can see just the first transaction in receipt and payment in the debit side, means receipt side, you have a balance brought down, cash in hand, that is 1,41,300. This balance brought down of the cash, receipt and payment, यानी कि ये आपका पिछले साल से बैलेंस आ रहा है. So this is my assets in the starting of this year. receipt and payment का beginning वाला बैलेंस है, ठीक है, तो वो हमारा बैलेंस शीट से आया है, I mean बैलेंस शीट का आइटम है. So I can say this is my cash in hand in the starting of the year, that's 1,41,300. Okay, we have kept all the items of the balance sheet, no more items are given, fine. Now what to do? We will balance these one, not balance in fact. What to do in the balance sheet? Balance sheet में हम क्या करते हैं? We do the total, and of course here we are balancing. Reason कि we are lacking something, so this will be the balancing figure. जो balancing figure आएगी वो क्या है? Missing item, and which item we are missing in the liability side? The important one. And because of that item our balance sheet doesn't complete. We have studied in 11th class equation wala chapter, total assets are equal to capital plus liabilities, okay. So we are missing capital, and in NPO we call it a capital fund, right. So we have done the total of this side, and that comes, we are saving the time watching the total, 505,300. Right students, we have done the total, and this we write at both the places. It's very simple. Those who are doing it first time, so many students are doing first time, okay. So we reduce 18,000 out of this and we get the balancing figure, and that is your 4,87,300, okay. This is your capital fund, and we call it a balancing figure, right students. So I hope it is clear to you. Here we have completed the memorandum balance sheet. Once again I am telling you, why do we prepare? We prepare because next, now you will watch very soon when we will prepare the current year's balance sheet. So you prepare with the help of the previous year's balance sheet only, right? And we need the capital also, which was not given in the question. So I have to prepare this, okay. Now receipt and payment is already given. Now we will prepare income and expenditure. This is my income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2020. This is your expenditure side and this is your income side. This is debit and this is credit. Students, I am reminding you once again, I have told you receipt and payment is like cash account, but your income and expenditure is like your trading and P&L account. This is prepared on the accrual basis, and we take care of all the adjustments and we take the transactions of the 12 month. If we are lacking something, we didn't deal with the transaction, so we include that. And if we have included something of the next year and something of the previous year, so we reduce that. Okay? So these all things we will be taking care here. I'm sorry. So income and expenditure we were talking. Now we have to find out the figures from receipt and payment. I have to see कि receipt and payment is given. Receipt at one side and payment at one side. You must be clear. You must have gone through the question. If not, then watch. Okay. So I have to take out the item and I'm taking the payment side first because we are moving with the expenditure side, right? This is your expenditure, debit all the expenses and losses, credit all the income and gain. So I can see here rent and taxes. My first figure is given rent and taxes. So I start with rent and taxes and that's given 86,100. Why I have written inside? Because I have certain adjustments to do. That's why I have written it inside. So let me see. Here it's telling, you can see that third. So this is third point, you can see additional information, third point. Rupees 18,000 was due by way of rent in the beginning as well as at the end of this year. So 18,000 was due in the beginning as well as at the end. So I'm talking about end of this because 31st March 2020. So it's giving the information कि starting में भी आपका था that we must have dealt in the previous year. Okay, I'm concerned to the current year now. At the end of this particular year, 31st March 2020, I have a rent outstanding. Okay, and outstanding what to do? This is expenses. And आपका expenses outstanding है, that means आपने अभी pay नहीं किया, तो I will add it. Outstanding rent and taxes. It is 18,000. Okay, so this comes my. So this is of the current year. Now remember students, it was given the, we are getting this figure. We are getting this figure from receipt and payment, right? So we must have paid the previous year's rent also during this year because they didn't give any further information. उन्होंने ऐसी कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दी है कि स्टिल वी हैव द रेंट आउटस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द प्रीवियस ईयर, कि वो अभी भी आउटस्टैंडिंग है. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब आपने प्रीवियस ईयर का जो 18,000 था which we have shown here, we must have paid during this year. Are you getting? Okay, मीन्स आपका अगर इस साल में कोई आउटस्टैंडिंग है तो वो हमने डील तो कर लिया, बट एक्चुअल पेमेंट उसकी कब होती है? एक्चुअल पेमेंट तो नेक्स्ट ईयर होगी ना. अगर इस साल पेमेंट हो जाती तो उसको आउटस्टैंडिंग दिखाने का कोई रीज़न नहीं था. ओके, तो इस साल पेमेंट नहीं हुई है, सो वी हैव शोन इन द बैलेंस शीट एज आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट एंड वी पे इट इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर, right? And due to some reason, if it is not paid in the next year also, then we get in the adjustments, right? They will give it कि अभी पिछले साल का rent अभी भी outstanding है, still this is outstanding. You will get certain kind of transactions, right? So in this question, it is not mentioned. So we presume, and not presumption, this is fact, that we have paid previous year's rent in this year. So when I'm paying of the previous year, this doesn't belong to current year and this is on accrual basis, so I have to reduce outstanding rent in the beginning, or you can say the previous year 2019 wala hai, okay, this is 18,000. When you add and subtract the same amount, you get the same figure, right? Next we are moving to the salary. Salary is given 1,09,000 and we don't have any adjustments given regarding salary. So our salary is 1,09,000, okay. Now next we have electricity charges are given. Electricity charges are there and it's 6,200. Students, you have to take care of the adjustments. Well, we have gone through the statement first and we know that no adjustments are there. That's why I'm just writing directly. And now I have journal expenses. Journal expenses are 12,500 I have taken, okay. No adjustments. Now the next item which is given in the payment side of receipt and payment, that is your books, okay. Books को खरीदने के लिए आपने पेमेंट किया तो वो पेमेंट साइड में दिखा दिया. Now we have to identify, students, when you prepare this income and expenditure, so this is paid on the accrual basis. And another point which you have to keep in your mind is we take the revenue items only, note the capital nature, okay. Revenue nature we deal, okay. So books are your assets. Books assets हैं तो balance sheet में जाएगा. We are not taking here, okay. Next is your office expenses. And your office expenses are 45,000 without any adjustments. And next we have investments. Students, investments are your assets. We will not deal in the income and expenditure. Then you have balance carried down, means closing balance of the receipt and payment. Again this goes to the balance sheet, cash in hand and cash at bank, all right. Now if we look at the additional information, we have one item, the last adjustment, point number 4. Write off rupees 5,000 from furniture and 30,000 from books. It's a kind of depreciation, okay. So we provide the depreciation on furniture and books and that's a part of your expenses, revenue. Depreciation on furniture and books. Furniture पे है ये 5,000 and books पे है ये 30,000. So you can say this is 35,000, right? So here we have completed our expenditure side. Now we will go to the income side, and if we look at the income side, means receipt and payments, debit side is your income side. Here the first one, cash in hand, we have taken the opening balance. Next one is entrance fee. Here we have to take care, either these are my the revenue nature or capital nature, okay. So entrance fees is of your revenue nature. So we mention here, first place we leave for the subscription. This is entrance fee. Entrance fee is your, how much? 55,200 is given, okay. Next we have subscription, okay. So let's deal the subscription at top. Subscription is given in receipt and payment, students, and you know how to deal because we have discussed in detail. 2,20,000 my subscription is given in the receipt side. It means I have received 2,20,000 during the current year, but it's quite possible that I have received a part of this for the current year, maybe something I have received of the previous year, and maybe something I have received of the next year. Quite possible that the people who were supposed to give the subscription of the current year, they did not give the subscription, that's your outstanding. So all these things we will be dealing. So what the question is telling here, the subscription was given, and as we have gone through the additional information, point number 2, subscription in error on 1st April 2019. Students, previous year's subscription was outstanding by 6,000, so we must have received during the year. इस साल हमें मिल गई होगी, ठीक है, मिल गई होगी तो आपका 2,20,000 में वो ऐड हो चुकी है, right, which is not a part of this current year, so I will reduce. 6,000 belongs to the previous year, so I reduce outstanding of previous year, that's 2019. It is my 6,000, okay, I will reduce it and we have 2,14,000, right. Further it is telling, and 7,000 on 31st March 2020, that means of the current year. In the current year my 7,000 rupees of the subscription I still didn't receive, so this is outstanding of current year, that's 2020, it is 7,000, okay. So this is 2,21,000 is the amount of my subscription which I was supposed to get this year. ये मेरी इस साल की income है, right? And no guarantee I have received the whole one, ठीक है? Next item we are dealing with general donation. General donation, as its name is suggesting, it's journal. We deal in the income side of this account. No other adjustments are there. So this is 56,100 I'm taking. Next one is your legacy. Students, yesterday I have explained about legacy, and today also I'm telling you once again, legacy, some diseased person, somebody expires sometime, so they donate their property to these kind of NGOs or non-profit organizations. But sometime that is for the general purpose, in the general way they donate it. So you are free to use it anywhere. So these kind of legacies are termed here by legacy, because they didn't mention any specific reason or specific purpose for which you are going to use it. Okay, when the legacy is general, means they didn't mention, they didn't attach any clause with that, so that comes in the income side of this income and expenditure, and here this is of 50,000. And if they attach something with that, some clause, or they put some restrictions on use of this amount, that goes to the liability side of your balance sheet as a specific fund, all right. Next we have interest, so that's also your income. Interest is of 4,100, right? And next is your surplus from cultural program, that's 8,200. Okay, I hope we have taken all these transactions in the consideration, everything we have dealt with. Well, no other items are there. Now my next step is to balance this account, right? We will be balancing this account. How to balance this account? Everywhere there is a single method, as we have learned at the time of ledger posting. Do the total of both the sides, and wherever the maximum amount comes, that we put in both the sides, okay? So, and remember, this is your expenditure side, this is your income side. Keep in your mind, don't cram the things, understand the concept so you will never forget in your life. This is your income side. If income side is more, okay, and expenses side is less, means your income is more, expenses is less. So that comes your profit, okay. But here we don't call it a profit, we call it a surplus, because these are the NPOs, non-profit organizations, and they don't term the word profit, okay. And if your expenditures are more, this side is more, it is exceeding over this side, and your incomes are less, so that is loss. But we don't term is at a loss, we write deficit, all right. So students, we have done the total, and let's save the time. So its total is 3,94,600, this side. Credit side total is less, and I have written at both the sides, all right. When you will do the total of all these items and you will reduce out of this item, you will find that this side is less. Less by which amount? That is 1,08,000. this is your balancing figure, okay. And as I have explained you just before, this is your balancing figure. Income side is exceeding over expenditure side, so this is your surplus. Surplus transferred to capital fund of the balance sheet. Fine, students? So here we have completed income and expenditure. At last, we have to prepare the balance sheet of current year, which is very important to see. Balance sheet as on 31st March 2000. So students, some disturbance was there. So we were talking about the balance sheet of the current year, and how to prepare this balance sheet. This we prepare with the help of your previous year's balance sheet and receipt and payment, because in the receipt and payment certain items are given, some assets can be there which we have purchased or maybe we have sold, okay. So we take the help of the receipt and payment and this one. So first let's talk about the cash in hand in the asset side. So this will not be dealt, because if you look at the question, I've told you just look at the question and you will find the closing balance, right? In the payment side, at the end of this payment side, you have cash at bank 61,900 and cash in hand 43,000. So these are the closing balances, right? Closing balance of this year. So you have to show as your this is cash in hand and cash at bank. Cash in hand is 61,900 and cash at bank is 43,000. Right, students? So this, I hope you understood, we have taken it from receipt and payment account. Next we can see in our memorandum balance sheet we have the balance of books, okay. Next I will deal about the books. So this was the balance of the books were 3 lakh. I will write it inside and look at the receipt and payment. Payment side में आप देखेंगे books was written, okay. Books are given of 31,200. Understand its meaning. पेमेंट साइड में लिखा है तो आपने पेमेंट किया है, राइट। इस साल आपने पेमेंट किया है बुक्स के लिए, यानी कि क्यों पेमेंट किया है, आपने खरीदी है। अगर आपका रिसीट साइड में होता तो बेची थी आपने, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे जो भी परचेजेस हैं दैट वी शो इन द पेमेंट साइड। सो यू हैव परचेज द बुक्स ड्यूरिंग द ईयर एंड दैट इज़ 31,200 की आपने बुक्स खरीदी हैं। So this is 3,31,200 and we have a depreciation given at the end. Additional information point number 4, 30,000 depreciation we have charged on the books. So minus depreciation on books 30,000. So your books, the value of your books is 3,01,200, okay. So these are the books which we have to show in the asset side of the balance sheet. And next point is your furniture. Alright students, this is your furniture and furniture is given of 58,000, right? Now look at the payment side. Have we purchased some furniture? No, it's not given. No furniture has been purchased. And nothing is given in the receipt side regarding the furniture, but in the depreciation, in the additional information we have point number 4, 5,000 we have reduced on the furniture. So furniture, it's coming from the previous year, no sale and purchase in the current year, but depreciation we have to provide, that's 5,000. So this comes your 53,000 is the balance of your furniture, alright. Now next item we look at that outstanding subscription. ये हमारा मिल गया है तो हमने यहाँ पे डील कर ही लिया है, there is no problem, okay. Now what else? We have to, okay, इसको और डील कर लेते हैं. Outstanding rent, we must have paid it, alright. Capital fund we have capital fund, previous year's capital fund means opening balance of your capital. This is 4,87,300, and I have told you that if we have the surplus we add, if we have a deficit we minus. Okay, so in this question we have a surplus, and surplus is of 1,00800. 5,88,100. Okay, so this is your closing balance of your capital fund. All right, now we have to deal rest of the things, additional information, outstanding, prepaid वगैरह क्या दे रखा है. So if we look at this adjustments of the subscription, point number 2, subscription in error on 1st April 2019 we have already done. Now at the end of this current year 7,000 rupees subscription is outstanding. This is your income, you have to receive, it's outstanding. So we show in the assets. Income जो मिली नहीं है but मिलेगी future में, तो वो क्या होती है, आपकी assets होती है. So I show it as outstanding. Outstanding subscription is my 7,000. All right. Now next it is talking about the rent. Rent in the beginning it was outstanding, we have done, and at the end, this was of the beginning and this is of the end. Your expenses, rent is your expenses, still outstanding, you have to pay. आपको पे करना है future में, so this is your liability. All right, so we will show in the liability side. So this is your outstanding rent is 18,000. All right, students. So this is your outstanding rent, and we don't think any other item we are forgetting. Well, this we have done, outstanding, and these things we have done. Yes, one item we are forgetting. Look at the receipt and payment, and we have one more item, investments. Investments are there. So we don't have the investment over here. So these kind of items are very important. Students, when you go through the statement, you must mark it with a pencil, you know, at the end when you are short of time, so you may forget these kind of terms. So we don't have the investment over here. That means last year नहीं थी हमारे पास. और पेमेंट साइड में होने का मतलब कि आपने पेमेंट किया है. आप कोई म्यूचुअल फंड खरीदते हैं, कोई भी पेमेंट, कोई इन्वेस्टमेंट खरीदते हैं, एफडी करते हैं, तो पेमेंट करना पड़ता है ना. So that's why this is given in the payment side of receipt and payment. So I have taken the investment from there. Investment is of 1,40,000. This is my assets. Right, students? These items I have written. Now no more item we are forgetting. We do the total of your balance sheet. That comes 6,06,100. Here the total is equal, and we have completed this question. I hope you understood that. This was the complete question of your non-profit organization. How to prepare the previous year's balance sheet, how to prepare the income and expenditure, which is based on accrual, and then with the help of this memorandum balance sheet and certain adjustments, we prepare balance sheet of the current year, right? That's all in this chapter. I hope you will practice it properly, and if you do the practice, definitely you will have some doubts. You know, how the transactions are given, how the statement is given. Sometimes you don't understand. All right, you have put up some questions in the classroom also. So you are free to ask me, students. If you have any problem, just ask me. Okay, thank you.